What if I told you that a former sushi chef from a small coastal town in Japan is now one of the most feared poker players in the world? Yuuki Kaida Sashimi, a name you've probably never heard before, has taken the high-stakes poker world by storm, leaving seasoned veterans baffled by her meteoric rise. How did someone with no formal training in poker master the game so quickly and dominate tournaments across the globe? Was it pure luck, or is there a hidden brilliance behind her success? Today, we're diving into the untold story of Yuuki Kaida Sashimi, a tale of strategy, determination, and a mysterious approach to poker that has redefined the game itself. Picture a quaint fishing village on the rugged coastline of Japan, where the rhythm of life is dictated by the ebb and flow of the tides. In this serene backdrop, Yuuki Kaida Sashimi spent her early years immersed in a world of simplicity and tradition. Her mornings began with the cries of seagulls and the scent of fresh salt water in the air, while her evenings were spent learning the intricate art of sushi making from her father, a revered sushi chef in their community. The art of sashimi became her sanctuary, a place where precision, patience, and unyielding focus were paramount. Every slice of fish demanded perfection. Every plate was a testament to balance and harmony. Yuki's hands, steady and skilled, worked with an almost meditative calm, a trait that would later serve her well in the high-pressure world of poker. Despite the tranquility of her surroundings, Yuki yearned for something more. The quiet life of her village, though comforting, could not quench her growing thirst for challenge and adventure. When she wasn't crafting sushi, she spent hours devouring books on strategy games and observing patterns in nature, unknowingly sharpening her analytical mind. But fate had an unexpected twist in store for Yuki. A chance encounter with a group of tourists introduced her to poker, a game she initially dismissed as mere gambling. Little did she know that this moment would set her on a path to become one of the most enigmatic figures in the game, blending the discipline of her culinary craft with the daring and intellect required to conquer the poker table. Yuki's journey into the world of poker began as a curiosity. The tourists who frequented her father's sushi shop often spoke of late-night poker games, spinning tales of thrilling wins and crushing losses. One evening, out of sheer intrigue, Yuki decided to join them. Armed with nothing more than a basic understanding of the rules, she sat at the table and quietly observed. What happened next was nothing short of astonishing. Her first few games were, predictably, filled with rookie mistakes, but it wasn't long before her sharp mind and observational skills began to shine. She noticed how players' hands trembled ever so slightly when bluffing or how their eyes flickered toward their chips when they were confident. Drawing from years of studying the subtleties of fish texture and knife angles, Yuki discovered she had an uncanny ability to read people, a skill she hadn't even realized she possessed. But Yuki didn't stop there. After that fateful night, she became obsessed with the game. Late into the night, she would watch online poker tournaments, meticulously studying the world's top players. She filled notebooks with their strategies, learning their tells and mastering the math behind the game. Slowly, her kitchen table transformed into a makeshift poker arena, where she practiced shuffling cards and perfecting her poker face. Then came her first major twist. Yuki decided to leave her village. With just a suitcase and a modest savings, she ventured into the bustling city of Tokyo, determined to test her skills on a larger stage. There, she entered underground poker games, facing off against seasoned players who underestimated the quiet young woman with no formal poker background. At first, her wins seemed like beginner's luck, but as her streak continued, whispers began to spread. Who was this mysterious newcomer who seemed to predict moves before they happened? Her opponents became wary and some even refused to play against her. What they didn't know was that Yuki had developed a strategy unlike anything they'd ever seen. Combining her sharp instincts with mathematical precision, she crafted a unique playstyle that kept everyone guessing. But the true secret of her success, a principle so simple yet so profound, was something no one could have anticipated. The air in the room was electric, the tension so thick you could almost cut it with a knife. Yuuki Kaida Sashimi sat at the final table of the World Poker Championship, facing off against the most seasoned professionals in the game. The stakes had never been higher. A $10 million prize pot and the title of world champion hung in the balance. Cameras zoomed in on her composed expression, while commentators speculated whether the young sensation could pull off the unthinkable. Her final opponent was a legend, a player known for his aggressive style and psychological mind games. Yuki, however, remained unfazed. With each hand, she studied him like a puzzle, unraveling his strategy one move at a time. The table's silence was punctuated by the shuffle of cards and the occasional gasp from the crowd as Yuuki made bold plays that left everyone stunned. Then came the pivotal hand. Yuuki was dealt a pair of sevens, not the strongest hand but not the weakest either. Her opponent raised aggressively, pushing nearly half his stack into the pot. The crowd held its breath as Yuuki paused, her fingers lightly tracing her chips. Was this the moment she'd fold, or was she about to risk it all? She called, her face unreadable. The flop revealed a 7, an ace, and a 10, giving Yuuki a 3 of a kind. Her opponent smirked, pushing more chips into the pot, a clear bluff to intimidate her. But Yuuki didn't flinch. Instead, she raised, doubling his bet. The tension mounted as the turn card revealed a 4. The crowd erupted in murmurs, her opponent, visibly sweating now, went all in. It was a make-or-break moment. Yuuki glanced at her cards, then at him. With a calm smile, she called. The river card turned, a 7. Yuuki's hand was unbeatable, a full house. Her opponent flipped his cards in frustration, a failed bluff. The room exploded in cheers as Yuuki scooped the massive pot, her quiet confidence turning into a triumphant smile. That night, Yuuki Kaida Sashimi wasn't just crowned poker's new queen. She became a symbol of calm precision, a masterclass in strategy and unshakable resolve. The world had just witnessed the rise of a legend. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe for more. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see next. See you in the next one.